Hello everybody, this is DeanoGTO and this is the newly buffed Fv4202 Deteriorate UK Premium Tank, the only one in the game as far as I remember other than the Clan Wars thing, which I am going to ignore because it's Clan Wars and you can't get, like normal players cannot obtain that vehicle. So yeah, okay, this is the Deteriorate Premium Medium Tank. There isn't a Premium Deteriorate Heavy, there isn't a Premium Deteriorate Tank Destroyer. Honestly, the Tank Destroyer one surprises me more than the Heavy Tank one because Heavy Tanks, UK don't have many options. I mean, they have the Carnarvon clone a tier lower, which is a bad tank. Don't ever buy that tank. It's an awful machine. I wouldn't recommend that there to my worst enemy. So yeah, it gives you a rough idea of my opinions on that thing. It's basically I think slower than a Carnarvon, worse armor than a Carnarvon. The Carnarvon's armor is already pretty terrible. It's basically a slow Centurion, a tier lower with I believe a worse engine and more weight. So yeah, it's just like the worst combination of everything. And yeah, first shot of the game, straight into the back of the Waffentrager Panzer IV's gun shield thing. I think it probably damaged one of his crew members or something there. So yeah, going to head on down the hill here because I've got a good feeling about how many enemies are on the side. I don't think there are too many, so I'm going to rush down this hill. And it's not too often you actually get to do this. You get to do this there sometimes, where you just get to rush around and you get to like just dart in between the enemies and just kind of put shots in. I've got auto aim that guy, shoot him in the face. AS3 is behind the E50. Try to put a shot into him. Yeah, don't ask me how I messed that up. Point blank range shot, and I managed to fuck it up. Yeah, T49 is going to say fuck you. And yeah, that guy is going to be dead very soon. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Type 61 killed him. I thought he cliff dived him initially, but he didn't. Okay, let's see. So just gonna lead the charge. I don't. No, this is something you need to. This actually brings up the point I was going to make later in the video, but it's a good point to make now. This has got a speed buff. It did not get an acceleration buff. That is a very clear. There's a very clear difference between the two things. The speed is top speed, like the maximum speed the tank can reach. Acceleration is how quickly you can get to your top speed, or just get up to speed in the first place, and that hurt a lot. That's the BL10 for you. The BL10 is the massive fuck you gun of the Object 704. And there's a T30 who also has a giant fuck you gun, so I'm gonna go nope out of there. Luckily T30 is taking a lot of damage, so he's gonna fuck off soon I think. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move around here. Very risky to do this because there's a T49 and a T44 over there. I don't want to get shot by either of those tanks, although I suspect T44 is probably gonna be distracted by the Borsig soon. Although there's T49, 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 and oh my god, how the hell did I even happen? I somehow managed to not do any damage with that shot. I don't know how that shit happens sometimes, like. But yeah, it's alright. Karma pays me back later. You'll see what I mean by that. Yeah, that was a pretty bullshit shot. And then there's this shot here. Okay, kind of over jumped the mark there. And there's T49 again. Auto aim, bang. And that's what I mean by karma paying me back. I not only hit that shot that I auto aimed at how much distance was that? Like 200, 300 meters, and the gun was like half aimed, and the VKB also bounced off me. So yeah, kind of happy with those results. I only took one shot in the VKB. I should have been dead here, really. And if I'm totally honest, I should have been dead. But praise Army and Jesus, that's all I can really say. So yeah, just gonna move up here. MX30 said what the fuck, so he must have died. Yep. Tiger P. MX30 is probably going to bitch. I don't know. Yeah, there's always one. Kind of holding my ground here for a minute because I'm not sure where the T30 is. T30 could have fallen back, could move forward. I don't know, so I'm kind of just holding my ground here. There's the VKB. The VKB is the biggest threat on the enemy team by far. The Meal 2 is a big threat, but the VKB I honestly believe to be the biggest threat because, well, the armor on that thing is godlike, so yeah. And there's a T54, stock T54 as you can tell by the turret. It's not the frying pan, so it's not top turret. So shot straight to the front turret and kill him. Now that's one thing also you need to be aware of with this tank. The turret only works whenever you're using your gun depression, and even then it's kind of iffy. Its armor can hold up. The sloping on the upper front plate is amazing. So the sloping on the upper front plate, it's amazing how often that can save you. It really is. I don't know, but I think earlier the VKB, I didn't see where he bounced off me. It was either the turret or the frontal glacis, because nothing else on this thing can bounce anything. So yeah, and the upper front plate, upper front glacis is actually, and look at this. Was so happy with that shot the first time when I was playing that game. How did I? Yeah, yet again, how did I fuck that up? um, Clear shot, and if you're wondering why I'm in for the back, is because I know for a fact from experience driving that tank, that's where the ammo rack is. So you want to shoot there if you can. Just shoot the back, like that bit where like dents in, if that makes sense, like where it like narrows at the back. If you shoot that area, I'm pretty sure that is where the ammo rack is on that tank, and you can just fuck that thing up. And yeah, the MX-30 is actually giving advice to the T10, which is actually pretty nice of him. And yeah, here's the 704. I'll hold my shot. Yeah, and the 704 has just fired, so I have no fear. Gonna kind of slowly go around him. Bang. Track him again, and he's fucked. So he's going to die. There's nothing he can do about it. Just gonna keep him tracked. And here's the problem with tank destroyers right here. He can do fucking nothing about this. He's just screwed. Okay, yeah. And that's one of the good things about having a relatively decent rate of fire. You can do shit like that. And oops, I thought I paused, but apparently not. So I'm going to actually have to rewind here. That's annoying. Apparently I didn't pause. Okay, game? Sure, why not? I see, so yeah. This is a pretty good wee machine, and that's a weird looking thing in the background. I've actually never noticed that. Huh. Hey, see something new every day. Let's see, so I think I've summed up the main points of this thing. It doesn't actually accelerate faster, it just has a better top speed. So going down hills, that helps this thing a lot. It's kind of like the MX-40. If you throw it off a cliff, it'll hit 40. This thing here, if you throw it off a cliff, it'll hit 50. So yeah, on flat ground, I don't think it'll hit that speed too often. If it does hit that speed, it'll take a long time to get there because the engine power is only 510 horsepower as far as I remember. So that's nothing in comparison to the Centurions. The Centurions have like 750 and 950 each. So yeah, there's a pretty substantial difference between them. So yeah, and the Centurion 7.1's Griffin engine is a monster of an engine. So yeah, that thing hits its top speed like nothing. It's so quick. So yeah, that was a tier 9, I think. Yeah, tier 9 game on what's this map called? Karelia. What was it? Assault? Yeah, assault on Karelia. And it just kind of shows playing as kind of a forward scout, kind of a support tank. Just going in from a surprising direction and just getting shots in where it could. And yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with this tank. This tank has actually turned in, as time has went on, of course, into a pretty decent little tank. And the only issue I have with this tank is the shell cost. The shell cost is pretty horrific. For the 20-pounder, an 83.4mm gun, for some bizarre reason, it costs like 650 credits a shot to fire. Why? I have no idea. So that means the ammo costs on this thing rack up like nothing normal. It's the same story with the AT-15A. That's why that tank's an expensive tank to grind. It really burns through your credits quickly. Especially when you've got to the point where you're just pissed off with the gun, and you're just kind of firing a couple of premium shots more than you really should. You're only doing 230 damage with the premium shots, so yeah, you're not making your money back using the premium shots on that thing. Yeah, near the end of that thing's grind, I started just firing premium willy-nilly because I just went, fuck it, and pissed off and bored and want to get to the tortoise, and then I just never played the tortoise much, and so yeah, that was a waste of money. Well, not money, but credits. So yeah. I think that's pretty much everything I need to say about this thing. Overall, I like it, and, well, I can say anything else I really think of in the post-game stats section, so yeah, let's jump into that. Okay, so here are the results. 1278 base XP, 59,560 credits earned, and yeah, Ace Tanker. No other special medals, which is kind of weird, because normally if you get an Ace Tanker, you've come top of the team, or well, I did come top of the team, but usually you've done the most damage, or you've done the most spotting, or you've done something, or you got a steel wall or something. But in this one, I just got a flat out ace tanker with nothing else. So yeah, it's a bit odd to see that, but yeah. So now we're looking at the credit income for this game. I only made nearly 36k in this game. Granted, I wasn't running a premium account, but I don't run a premium account for the most part. I just don't really care that much about having premium. But yeah, look at the ammo cost. How many shots did I fire in that game? I fired 20 shots, 19 hits, 15 penetrations. That's a pretty good ratio in my opinion, and it kind of shows the accuracy and consistency of the gun. But it also kind of shows you just how expensive this gun is to fire. And bear in mind, the credit income for this thing used to be a lot worse. It was actually buffed by 10% in 9.17, I think. So yeah, that gives you an idea just how bad the credit income was for this machine. So yeah, you just need to be very careful about when you fire. You can't just fire like a machine gun and expect to make money, because the money can be drained away very quickly by this machine. Like, not a single premium round, as far as I remember, was fired in this game. So that just gives you an idea of how much this thing costs to fire the gun. Especially like in terms of damage per shot in relation to the credit cost, this thing has one of the worst ratios in the game, because it's 600 credits, I believe, for a 230 damage shot. So yeah, that's a pretty terrible ratio, but yeah, that's just the way the tank is. Not really much I can do about it. It's still a premium tank, still going to make money relatively consistently, but you do need to be a bit more cautious about when you fire your gun. So yeah, the speed buff for the most part in this thing feels really, really nice, and I think it's going to help this thing in terms of its flexibility. Already had really good gun depression, already had decent turret, upfront plate is nice. The extra top speed actually I think has helped this thing a lot. And it also makes me kind of wonder why they didn't just buff it to 50 kilometers an hour whenever it was tier 10, because then that would have fixed all of the issues that the tier 10 had. But instead they just kept buffing all the other stats other than top speed, so now they've just buffed the stats now that's tier 8. So yeah, it's kind of weird how that worked out. I know how it was like, oh yeah, we'll never buff top speed on this thing above 40, and then when it's tier 8 premium, it can now do 50 because reasons. Yeah, it's always weird how shit like that works out. But yeah, I think it was kind of important for them to buff this thing after they buffed the Centurions, because a lot of people bought this thing, I think, because it played more like because it played like the other UK mediums. It had gun depression, had the turret, and had the same top speed, so you had a feeling for how they were going to play. And now that they can all do 50, it made sense for them to buff this as well, or else people would have been pissed, if I had to guess. So yeah. Not really much else I can really think of to say about this thing. Although I have to say, I don't think the penetration on this thing's gun was that important in this game. And I am going to make a video on that statistic, or on that parameter of a tank's gun in the near future. Like, I'm going to judge like how important is penetration really in the game, because most tanks in the game right now are either really slow, really big, or they're really fast with no armor. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it really worth having the extra penetration and sacrificing your the basically other parameters of the tank, because that's just how balancing works. If something has amazing penetration, then it's also going to have a downside somewhere. So yeah, I think I'm going to make a video on that there in the near future, just like judging whether or not penetration as a statistic is worth just focusing on the penetration, because I know a lot of people do that there because they want to be more consistently useful in higher tier games, and the extra penetration will help you do that. But I also kind of wonder, is it as important as people all think? So yeah, I think that rounds off this video, and I can't really think of anything else I need to say. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, or whatever, leave a rating. Don't really mind if it's a dislike or not. Let me know your opinions on this thing if you have it. Do you think the buffs have helped it a lot? And if you don't have it and you've fought these things, do you notice any difference in the way they're played? Because I know previously these things were very passive. They were very background. They were mainly played in the background. They weren't really at the forefront of the battle most of the time. So yeah, just let me know what you think of it. And I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else I need to say. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.